Okay, so when I give you the username and the password, you just place it into the fields that pop up, and once you do that, you then land on the dashboard that looks like this. So the way I would normally edit the site is, firstly with auto optimize, it's building up here. I encourage you to delete the cache, say once a week or once every 2 weeks. If there's a lot of traffic coming to your site, it will continue to build it up. The reason for clearing the cache is your website will download faster on the web. That's the purpose of auto optimize. It just requires maintenance every time you log in. So we remove the wp-admin from the permalink and only show the domain name, which then brings you to your site, how people see you across the web. When you're logged in, you will always see this horizontal bar that I really like working with. It's much easier to have it up there. And then you've got a vertical column here when you go into dashboard. So with page builder, the way that I would edit the page is actually to go into edit page. The slider is one section. These are another section. That's another section again. They're all different sections. So the purpose of this video is to show you how to edit and maintain your site, and also how to add an extra page if you choose to for, say, testimonials, which I can do in this video. So if we go to edit page, this is how the page looks like, all the different sections, using WP Bakery Page Builder. So for example, if we go into the Revolution slider, it doesn't have anything else here to look at. So we just close that. The reason being is the Revolution slider is actually created on its own module, Slider Revolution. So if you go into Slider Revolution, you will see all the detail related to the slider. So that's the homepage slider. When you click on that, it then comes up with all this information. So it shows you how detailed it is and how much is involved in here. I would actually recommend leaving this section. There's a good chance it could possibly break. So the copies here that you've given me, it welcomes everyone to the Express Pipe Relining site, which is good. And there's a bit of code the developers placed here because a contact form is created on another module that's in this area. So if we look at contact, that's where the contact forms are. So that I usually just leave with the developer to do. And that whole image background I needed to create separately to then change, which I got from the media gallery, but I created it in in Photoshop. Great, so I just recommend that you leave that as it is. I just wanted to show you what the slider section looked like. So we'll go back into editing the page. So when it all loads, this section here is the number. We'll leave that as it is. So if you wish to change this line for any reason, which is in the green header, so to help you understand where all the elements are, I would have the home page opened in another tab, That way you can alternate between the two tabs. So we're looking at this section here now. So if you want to say change anything in here, like pipe relining professional service is a keyword I've worked with. In the Sydney CBD and greater metropolitan area, so we can maybe change it to in the Sydney CBD and greater Western Sydney. So you save that with the blue button here. You can see it here, and then you must press update. So what update does is it publishes onto the entire page. So we'll just wait for that to finish scrolling. So it's processing the change. It's taking a little while. Oh, here we are. Looks like it's processed now. So now we'll go to the other tab. I'll refresh the screen. And I'll refresh the screen again. Interesting. It's not showing the change. So pipe relining professional service. I'll make it services. Save. And update. Oh, I see. I see where the problem is. This is another feature which is for the smartphone. So if we go into this section here, so there are elements for the smartphone which is separate to the desktop version. So if we go into this one here, that's the type that is over the green area. So if we go pipe relining professional services plural, save change, you can see here it's singular. Then you press update to publish. My Wi-Fi for some reason is a little slow. That will publish soon. I'll just refresh the page to see if it's being applied. It has. So you can see professional services plural. So that's where you make the change for the green section, being that. So this is a continuous slider. There's 1 and 2. One is for the desktop version, the other is for the mobile version. Once again, that's been created elsewhere, so best to leave that. PB services, tabs. Right, so to make the changes for this section here, we actually had to code in a different segment. So to make any of the changes, you go to PB services here, and you'll see it's all listed. So if you want to go to, let's see the first one that shows drain rehab solutions, you then go into edit, and keep everything marked as it is. That's important to have filled, as the destination URL being the inner services page. So you go into this content block, you click on the pencil, And here you have the information related to advantages of drain rehabilitation. I'll place here in Sydney, express pipe relining professionals. Yep. So here you may want to make a change to the content. So I would change it to the German design brow liner. We could say the well-renowned maybe change it to something else like the German designed brow liner products. We carry the German designed brow liner products we carry are state of the art and have already been used across the Sydney area, local residences, rental properties, public facilities, council buildings, and more for years. So we've moved the apostrophe, save change, and update. So as you can see, the comma's there and it's not placed in this section. We'll refresh the screen. And you can see the comma is placed after we carry are, state of the art, and have already been used across Sydney. So each one has its own section, which means you go into PB services, you go to all services to make the next change, CCTV pipes. So if you want to make a change, you go to edit, and again the content block, you edit that. That's the content there, the heading. When you make the change, save changes, and that will help you with that. This is the featured image that you will get from the media gallery. So your media gallery is placed here, media library. So to find this image, if I wanted to change this image, I'd go to remove feature image, set featured image, search through the media library, and here's the image here, and then set featured image. So that's an interesting warning. I haven't seen that before. It's just asking to shrink it down further, but I'll leave it as it is and update. The featured image, I tend to make that a little bit larger so that it appears clear on the website. Otherwise it would be quite blurry. So when we go to services and drain rehab solutions, you'll find the images there. So all the images are placed here. You click on them and it takes you to the next page. Once again, you just go to edit page. If you want to make a change to any of the services pages. Again, here's the content block. So you just click on that. And there's information there if you want to edit it, and I've closed it because I'm not making any changes. Then you've got this area here. If you want to make any changes there, once again, click on the pencil icon, make your change. Here's some choices of font size. Best to keep it as it is. It's all been programmed in the CSS style sheets of the site for standard. Save changes. And this is instructions for the other inner pages to be viewed here. If you go into this section here, their titles. Best to leave that as it is for now. You can also click on the permalink here, and this will then show you pipe cable locating, how it looks, the banners there. So everything's in order here. And that PB Baker, that's those icons there, so it's best to leave it as is. If you want to change the word to read something else, you're welcome to do that. It won't affect the icons. And that's how you make changes to the content. So to add a blog, you just go into the blog section. If you want to edit the blog, I'll go to dashboard. And posts, all posts. So to create a post, you just go to add new. Again, my Wi-Fi is a little slow, so sorry for the delay. I'm just waiting for the new post to show, which is here now. So this is the third post. Here I will place various headings and content. So there is the third post that I need to publish. So for the main heading, you go here and, no, you go here and you choose heading 1. So the first heading always needs to be heading 1. Then you'll have content, a paragraph or so, maybe 2 paragraphs. Then the second heading, you choose head 2. Add media. Well, set featured image, you click on that, and let's say you've already uploaded your image here. We'll choose this one, set featured image. It appears here, and then we'll just press publish. So what I'll do is I'll go back to the home page, click on blog, and that's the third post published. So you can see everything's been programmed so it fits in readily. People can click on the image to take a close look at the image, or this is the third post, to go to the landing page. So that's how the head 1 appears, the content, and head 2. And then the option for people to share the post when they read it and if they like it. And that's how easy it is to add in the blog post. Now I'll show you how to create a new page and add that into the main navigational bar. So we'll go to Pages, Add New, and we'll call this one Testimonials. And here I'll place testimonials gathered here. Now I'll choose Backend Editor, and that brings up WP Baker Page Builder. So what we'll do is we've got a text block here already, which is the heading. So if we choose that and go to Head 1, that's the heading for the page. Now for the testimonials, okay, so what you do is you click on the plus icon, and we'll scroll over here because one of these will be testimonials, testimonial widget. Where are we? Title, service, tab, block image, content, testimonial section. Okay, so I will choose testimonial section. I'll close that. And here we are. So testimonial 3, 2, okay. So what you do is you click onto this icon here and say Judy's the name, thumbnail image. So let's choose Sean, set image. Oops, silly me, I've quit out of that. And just say express pipe relining were the best. They fixed my pipes without damaging a very expensive courtyard. Save changes. That's in that section there. We publish it. And then click on testimonials. Oops. My Firefox is playing up. So you can see the image. So naturally you want to have a very small image or a logo, the name and the details. When you fill out the other two, you will have 3. And then what you do is you continue to, you can actually clone these elements. Before I do that, I'll just go back in, remove Sean, leave it as Judy, and then clone this PB testimonial section. So there's 2. I'll clone it again, and you've got 3. So that way you've got 3, 6, 12, 9. 9 testimonials you can fit into this page easily. So I will update. You can change the heading and continue to add the different testimonials you find. And the way to add it to the main navigational bar, as soon as it saves, is we go to Appearance, we go to Menus, and Primary menu is the one that we want. That's the main menu, as you can see. Pages, so if it's not open, open it. You click on Testimonials, that's the new page, and Add to Menu. So when you scroll down, you will see testimonials down here. And I would suggest that you might want to add testimonials in the under About. You would add it like this as a drop down, so it's placed in that similar format. But in this instance, I will place it under Careers. So there's Contact, Careers, and Testimonials. You then Save Menu. And as soon as that finishes saving, if you go to the home page and let the website refresh, and you go to Contact, you see Careers, the menu section is still saving. When you see 504 gateway timed out, it's just a hosting issue. For some reason it's bounced. So we'll go back into Dashboard. It happens sometimes in the evenings when everyone jumps online. We'll go back to Appearance, Menus. You can see that the testimonial page button's not placed here, so we'll click onto Testimonial again, Add to Menu. You see it here, you see that cross icon. You pick it up and you drag and drop it directly above Careers, so it's placed there. Save Menu, we'll give it another go. It should hopefully work this time. Just refresh this. Normally it's very quick. And here we are. So I've refreshed, gone to the home page, refreshed it. That's the main navigational bar, and you can see Careers and Testimonial, and that's how easy it is to set up another page if you choose. So if you go into Testimonials, you can see we have Judy duplicated a few times. So all we need to do is ignore that. Testimonials, Edit Page. I will go in and click the pencil icon and remove this description and remove Judy. Save change. Again here, remove the description, remove Judy, save change, and here as well. Actually, no, I will click on the plus. That takes you to the media gallery, and I will use the streets logo. And when you name the image streets logo with express pipe relining Sydney, it's a good idea to name and fill every single field. That way Google knows or has some idea where to place you on image search. Save changes. And I'll change that to read testimonials collection. Save. This is an important page. Clients love to read the testimonials of what other people have to say. So the testimonials you're collecting on Facebook or your Google business page, I would recommend you also place it here. And you can see now how easy it is to create the page, and with the WP Baker elements, save it. And here I will go back to the home page, contact, testimonials, and there you have your first one. If you don't wish to have this visible, just delete those elements and you know how to clone them the way I've showed you. And that's how easy it is to set up your testimonial page. All the hard work's been done, so you can play around with the WP Baker elements and build up your pages the way you'd like to. I would recommend to leave the services pages as they are, because some hand coding or hard coding needed to be done there, and the slider as well is fairly tricky, but everything else you could pretty much change. You can go into team and add more information down the bottom here, and you have the people there, so you can just log in. Again, go into edit page. You'll see the elements come up when it loads. Here we are. So you just click on the pencil icon. It brings up this window. You make the changes, save changes, and then update. And that's how easy it is to edit and maintain your website. So now it's time to hand it over to you, and I wish you well with it. I'm sure it will go great. The blogs is something I highly recommend. New blogs are written up at least twice a month and published with an image. So you will add new images to the image gallery, and if we go into the media gallery and library, so we leave the page here, go into the media gallery. It's a very good idea not to have very big images, so you need to reduce them. Yes, they need to be sharp. So if we go and take a look at, which one was it? There was one particular image that I wanted to take a look at. The brow liner that you used, that was used on one of the posts. It's here somewhere. Just go back into the site, the blog. This one here. So that's what I'm looking for. Oh, for some reason I'm a bit blind to it. I'll go to the other one, this one here, and you'll see this is 171 KB. So the dimension of the image is 563 by 392. I would recommend keep it to that kind of image. Make sure the DPI, normally 72 is good for websites, but I find if you make the DPI 100 or 120, that just sharpens the image up that little bit more. Keep the same pixel dimensions and save it as a JPEG. It'll automatically compress to 171 KB. By keeping the images manageable in that size, just allows the website to continue to download fairly fast, which you'll find on desktop and mobile as well. So once again, I hand over the website to you now, and I know you'll do great. So thanks for watching.